So today is still Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025. Some of you may be wondering why I just don't record one long-ass video, and it's because it takes forever to upload these videos as posts to Instagram if the video is too long. So that's why I do these in short chunks. Wanted to talk a little bit about the signs, synchronicities, coincidences, God winks from the collective. I want to say that the original idea for the floating sound baths that we came up with came from a lady we know named Monica. Monica is actually Corey Thomas's sister. And we had an event at my house back in March, and she was like, hey, you should do a floating sound bath here. So we decided to go, we talked to Faye, and we decided to go ahead and do that. And originally I didn't want to, we wanted to do friends and family at first, but we didn't have enough friends and family to sign up for it. Excuse me. So we decided that we were going to open it up to the public. But the problem is that I didn't want to necessarily have my address out there for a bunch of unknown people to come to my house. And so we decided to use an app where you could rent a pool. And so we rented this amazing property and pool, but you can only use the outside portion of the backyard. And so anyway, we met the event, not the event, but the pool owners or the house owners, and they were very nice. The pool was beautiful. The grounds were very nice. And we told them what we were going to do, and everything was fine. I stepped out on faith and paid the money, and it was a grip of money. It wasn't like a little bit of money, and paid the money to, not even a deposit, the whole thing to rent the pool, and started advertising, started telling people, showing videos of the pool and the waterfall and everything. And then we had people who bought tickets, and it was like, yes, this is great. This is going to be a really amazing event. And a week before the event, we received a message, or I received a message through the app saying that the pool had been canceled, and that they sent a message basically just saying, we looked it up and this is against our beliefs, so we're canceling the reservation. And it was just like, are you fucking kidding me? We've sold tickets, we've been advertising, and you tell us a week beforehand that you're canceling the pool? Oh my God. And so at first my heart was racing and I was panicked. It was because I'm the type of person that if I say I'm going to do something and then on top of that I put it out there to the public, I would feel horrible that I had to cancel or that something fell through, even though that could be a possibility. So at first I was freaked out, like, oh my God, what are we going to do? Should we look for another pool? And none of the other pools that we looked at really was the vibe that we were quite looking for. And so it was like, shit. And then all of a sudden it went bing in my head from the collective, now that I know, saying, why don't you do it at your house? So anyways, we ended up doing it at my house, and it was wonderful. And I got to, instead of focusing on renting a pool, I got to focus on the decor for the event and really making it a Sistas Who Shine vibe, and very feminine and girly, and flowers, and it was just so amazing. It worked out so perfectly. So anyways, I just want to say that the signs and symbols and synchronicities continue around this idea of floating and swimming and water. And, I've been posting about how much I love being in my pool. I went to that paint event on July 12th, and there was a black woman floating in the pool that we painted. And then in church on Sunday, where they were talking about swimming and being in the shallow end versus the deep end. And the reading for the day, the Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo, where they read the July 20th entry, which was all about floating. And then yesterday, Janina sent me a picture of something that she was painting, and it just so happened to be a lifeguard station at like a beach or ocean. And at first when she sent it to me, it didn't even connect the dots until she posted it on her Instagram today. I was like, oh shit, there you go again. Collective, I love it. Maybe collective is not the right word because it really doesn't explain the magnitude of this presence and this power. So I'll come up with something though. And then, even it touched me that Malcolm Jamal Warner died of accidental drowning. And I was like, wow, I don't want to make it about me. But even that was just like, dang, what is going on? And so so Chatty just says, the collective has my attention. I don't have to understand it all to honor it, but I'm listening loud and clear. So I'm going to pause there and go to the next video.